Hey guys, Jimmy here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this lovely combo lock we see here. So it is 10 long, that's back ways, there you go. And actually to figure this out, what you need to do is you need to find out how many different digits you have. So mine's a 4-digit one, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 orange buses. You times that by 2 and then you add 2, so 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. And then it's 7 wide and 7 high as well, giving it a total of 490 blocks for the 4-digit version. Obviously, if you do a smaller or bigger version, it will be slightly larger, because you can do this with however big the pad you want, as long as you get the wiring right. The other things you're going to need is you're going to need 4 building blocks, 4 buttons, 4 note blocks, and a slab. Then you'll need, or well, when I say slab, you can have any other transparent block that redstone can go on top of. So like this, all glowstone. And you'll also need 18 blue wool, 44 white wool, 31 orange wool, and 22 black wool. If you want to use coloured wools, but if you don't want to use coloured wools, like I'm about to do, you can use your usual building block. Just make sure it's not a transparent block and redstone current can pass through the block itself. Then the last thing you're going to need is 59 redstone, 42 torches, and 19 repeaters. So yeah, this is, by my knowledge, the smallest combo lock there is, with 4-digit combo lock in this pattern, not using pistons or any piston tape or things like that. So yeah, we're going to get started. So I always like to start back left corner or back right corner, depending on where you want it to be. So in the center, or I say the center, is going to be this pad, and it's going to be 4 wide, spreading out the all the inputs. Now then you're going to decide which side you want to have this processing unit part, which is this white wool and the black wool, and the extra 3 blocks to the side of that orange wool. So all that is the processing side. Now I'm going to have that on the right. If you want to have it on the left, all you need to do is basically do everything exactly the same, except for mirror this and stick it onto that end, which is quite simple. So I'm going to start at the back left, or i.e. this corner here, that's not going into the processing unit. So here we go. So first off, you want 4 blocks like this, and I think my preparation area is not big enough. Needs to make it one wider. There we go. Right, so now I've lost my white wool. There we go. So you want 4, 4, 4, and 4. Lovely. Just like that. And then you want to continue by going a step up. There we go. Ooh. And you can just knock out the bottom block because that's not factored into those. And then you want to go 1 higher. And do this. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to want to choose our code. So you can see here, this one's set up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, with a slightly different chimes. And as you enter the code, as you put in the first digit correctly, this flashes on. Then the second digit, this turns on. Third digit, this turns on. And fourth digit, this turns on. And as it's sequential, when you enter the next digit, the previous is cleared. So as you can see, when it's complete, only the last one turns on. And down here you'll see there's these humps, and what these humps do is make this repeater go down and into here, and not these other repeaters. So only the repeater we want, i.e. the number we want. So this torch turns off and affects this dust here and this repeater line along here. So to do that, what we want to do is figure out what our code wants to be. So I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1 is top left typically, and that will, like you see over there, will come out on the far left side. 2 will come out on the far right side. 3 will come out in the middle left, and 4 will come out at the middle right. So I'm going to put 1, my first digit, 2 on my second digit, 3, third digit, and 4 on my fourth digit, just like that. And I'm going to cover all this in the top with redstone. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a torch up like this. There we go. And this goes into our RS NOR latch. Now by default, all these lines will be on, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to put a torch above, like that. And we want redstone torch to the side, and then put a little roof on them with 2, making a little upside down L, and then you have on the side of this torch here, you can just put, there we go, if you can just aim on the side, hit the hitbox, beautiful, and you can put torches all the way along there, and you can put dust here, 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 and here, and along the top of here. Beautiful, there we go. So that's pretty much all our white circuit. Well, it is all our white circuit. Next I'm going to go with the blue circuit. So how we find the height of the blue circuit is we put a block above there, and then we go one below it, and between the lines. So I'm going to go between the line there, continue it along, oopsie, between the line there, between the line here, just continue it along, beautiful, there we go. And you just want to expand this all the way along those 4. Okay, so next we're going to want to put in the start of our orange. So we just build one up like this. So what we're going to have is we're going to have repeaters going into these orange blocks sitting on the blue. There we go. And the orange is part of the reset line. Well, it is the reset line. There we go. So now I'm going to put repeaters into here. There we go. And essentially what these repeaters do is transferring one signal over to the orange, one signal over to the blue, and one signal to the yellow, white, one to the white, 2 to the orange, and 3 through. So the numbers you enter basically soak all the way to the end, and as well as hitting the reset line. So yeah, now where these humps are, you don't want to put torches. The only exception for this is on the first line. So my 2 was there, my 3 was there, my 4 is that one there, so I want to leave a space. So you can see there's a space everywhere underneath the hump except for the first line, which I'm going to put a torch. But then the special thing about that torch here is above it needs to have a slab or other transparent block, but redstone has to be put on top of it, because if you have the slab there, and it's fine, fair enough if the redstone doesn't come through it, but if you can't put redstone on top of it, then you're going to have dust there not connected, so it needs to be something you can put redstone on top of. So just put that back the way it should be, and now we're just going to continue these orange lines and put these in, and just put them all the way above the torches, just like this. There we go. And the reason we can do this is because we haven't bothered with the torch there, so we don't need to put a slab in here to worry about, which is nice. And there we go. Perfect. Now the last things to do is just put in the note blocks and the actual number pad. So to do this, we're going to put in 2 blocks up like this. We're going to get our building block back. I'm just going to copy it off the floor, and then just put my pad. There we go. On the back of the pad, you want to put torches. There we go. There we go. I'll just copy a duster button off there. There we go. And that's the basics done. That's the combo lock should work now. But we haven't got any. Oh no, wait. The combo lock shouldn't work now. What am I blabbing about? The combo lock would work now, except the only problem is it's not sequential. So if I type in 4, the last digit will turn on, but because I don't have to do it in sequence, so I don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just put 4 in. Now, how we do this, so you force it to be sequential, is we're going to put in this black circuit. Now, this is probably the most important circuit of the entire combo lock, and I've just forgotten it. So just first start off by putting this line. You don't need to worry about the first one because there's no you want to be able to enter the first one right away. You don't want to have to enter stuff before the first one unless you want to put a lever or something that has to be pulled before you can start entering the combo lock or the digit. And if you did want to do that, you'd just continue doing the same thing, and you'd link up your lever to that repeater there, which is quite easy. And then we're going to put in this black here. These 4 black blocks I'm just about to put in, 1, 2, 3, 4, is just there to break the redstone from connecting to places it doesn't want to. So I should put redstone dust on top. It should be nice and square. There we go. Then put your torches in. Lovely. And then you want to get black wool again. Where are we? Ah. Okay, and then you want to put it. Wait a second. I think it's like this. Put a black wool there, torch there. Now, when you're looking at it from this side, on the left or towards the pad, you want to have the torches on the top, because that's the earlier combination. So this is layer 1 and this is layer 2, and you don't want to have to complete layer 2 before you can complete layer 1, if that makes sense. So I was putting in these black blocks as well, wasn't I? And you want to put in one above like this, because you don't want this connecting. And then you can just put in, oh, not torches, you want to put in dusts. There we go, 4 dusts. And then on this side you want to make sure that there's torches. There we go. Now if we test it out, if you can look along this line of torches, this explains to you what's going on. So when you put in the first digit, well, when I click it, what's going to happen is first this torch on the white will turn off, and then the second torch on the black will turn off, and then nothing else will happen. So if you watch, now what this tells us, the first torch tells us that that digit number 1 has been remembered and saved. The second torch tells us that digit 1 has been transferred over to digit 2. So that what that means is that now you can enter digit 2, basically, because digit 1 has been successfully completed. So now I enter digit 2, and the same thing happens. And the beauty of this combo lock is the speed that you can enter it. Some you have to wait for the buttons to pop out, but if you watch 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't think you could enter that any faster, and it's just about died at number 3. If you enter at a decent pace, it will turn off successful. The funny thing is, that's the first time I've ever managed to be faster than the combo lock, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, that's that. Now the last things to do is putting in the note blocks. So to start with, I'm going to put a torch there and a note block there on the side, and then I'll put 3 note blocks here along these 3 torches. Wait, no, I'm wrong. My bad. You want to put it on the other side of them. Now, if you are low on resources and don't want this slab to be put in, what you can do is, the only reason that I've put this here is because maybe your first digit and second digit are the same, but if your first digit and second digit are different, you don't have to worry about this, unless of course you have OCD like me and you want to make sure everything's going at the same time, because it will create another 1 tick of delay before the first note block turns on. So if I just pick that up, come on, there we go. And now time to test. And there you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all turned on, and then this comes on at the bottom here. Now if you want to give it in some snazzy lights or something, all you have to do is you take your input off this. So you could take it from here, or you could invert the top here, like this. You could invert that, and you could take this signal all the way to the front and put in a light, something. If I was doing that, I'd probably do something like this along these lines. No, I'd do. So this is just for you who want this extra bit. I'll just do this, and then take it along this line here, and then when you come into contact with other orange blocks, you would just want to put in a repeater. Have I still got a repeater? Yep. The reason is because if you put dust in, it will obviously get mixed up in it. There we go. And then you can just put in your light there. The only thing about this is it does give it 1 more block of width, but on my account anyway, that counts as the going off to whatever you want. And equally, this line here will go off to open your door, unlock something, or whatever you want it for. But that's the combo lock there. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your combo lock. If you have any questions or something's not working and you think I've done something wrong, or in fact you've come up with a better design, I'll be happy to hear from you in the comments section below. But that's it for today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.